So today I'm at Dr. Kim's office and I want to share my recent breast augmentation surgery with you. Before, when I thought about doing this surgery, I was mostly afraid of the pain that I would go through because some of my girlfriends did the surgery, and then all they would tell me was how painful it was, and then it took them forever to recover, and they weren't too happy about their breasts and stuff. So it took me literally 5 years because I was so afraid. But I've always wanted to have my boobs filled. So I was just so I did a lot of study and research, and finally I found Dr. Kenneth Kim, and then I came here and to do the consultation, and the whole time he made it almost too good to be true, and but he was very thoughtful and he was very patient with us. When we came here, we actually set up another appointment with a different doctor, but right after the consultation we were let's go with Dr. Kim because he's our man. And so that's what I did. And even after the surgery, before the surgery, the day of the surgery, I was really nervous, but I knew I was in good hands, and my husband dropped me off, and I was there in the surgery room. I was awake the whole time, and I could hear the music in the background. I could hear Dr. Kim talking, all the staff, and I was really calm. I was just and then time flown by so quickly, and there was no pain. There was nothing, and then I was happy. I was just it felt really the procedure. It went so incredibly smooth and relaxing. I was able just even to walk to the bathroom on my own, even though the girls were worried about me. They were oh, be careful. I was awake, and I went to the bathroom. My husband came to pick me up, and I walked to the car. The only thing that I felt was a bit just the pressure on my breast, but there is no blood. There is no pain. The number one thing I was worried. And then I even asked doctor, I'm do I need to do the massaging and all that, because that's what my girlfriends always tell me, after you gotta massage it, and then that's get it to make it soft. But he says no, none of that. I only took the painkiller for just the same night. The next day I don't think I barely took any, and then the breast just kind of gets softer and softer. The first week it was the first 2 weeks they said a bit higher, but then after I would say a month or a few weeks, and it's just gone lower, and then just kind of you just sit at the right spot, and and then no pain. That's the number one thing that amazed me. It was just the amount of the stress that I went through before the surgery, and it was for nothing. And so I seriously have my complete trust in Dr. Kim. So besides the breast, I also did a little bit of the chin job as well. Again, there is no pain at all, and no blood, and I was able to eat, and of course no solid hard food, but it was just I would just I didn't feel I came out of a huge surgery. And the stitches kind of dissolved itself, and that was it. There was no discomforting at all.
I guess I wanted to do this video. The only reason was because I felt like I owed Dr. Kim. I mean, we're very impressed with first his professionalism, and I think his skill level during the consultation, I had not done as much research as my wife. I just knew what I was hoping they would look like. And to hear about his techniques and his practices and how they're world renowned, I mean, again, Jenny said we canceled the following consultation that we had at another doctor's office. We called our family. We were very excited that we felt like we found the best surgeon ever. And I was nervous the day of the surgery. Even though it was going to be local anesthesia, it's not fun to drop your wife off in an operating room. And you kind of don't know what you're going to get afterwards. Even though I had seen photos of this sort of like teardrop shape that was described to me as a good compromise between maybe what most men are looking for, but also you want your wife to feel very natural in them and very comfortable in them. And again, that's why I agreed to do the video, because I cannot believe how perfect they look. I mean, even initially, the day after, they looked a little high, but they looked the perfect size for her. Yeah. And after 4 months, the way they feel and the way they look, I still can't believe that they're not real. I told Dr. Kim that I wanted them to look a little fake, you know? That's why I think most men like that sort of cleavage and that shape. But I mean, every time we like see them or even talk about the whole experience here, we're still, I think, a little in shock just how positive it was and the result. So again, she recovered very quickly, wasn't in a lot of pain. The only, thing that I was nervous about was being apart from her during the surgery, but she's back at the gym. I mean, they feel like they're a part of you. It's not, we have zero regrets, and we're very happy to have met Dr. Kim. And again, I felt like I sort of owed him, honestly, for doing such a great job on something that you've wanted for a really long time.
A really long time.
It's like a relief.
Yeah.
Again, I agreed to do this video because we're thrilled with the results. I did make Dr. Kim promise me, though, that he would mosaic the image of my wife, showing how soft they are and how natural they feel. And he honored that, because again, this entire time we've had a very professional and courteous relationship, and that's why we trust him. That's why we wanted to do this video. And as a favor to me, just being sort of a protective husband, he agreed to sort of censor certain parts of this video. But we also wanted to show Jenny feeling them, so you can sort of get a sense of how natural they feel. And then also I did want to mention that the day of the surgery, I didn't have to put you in a wheelchair or anything. We walked out. We walked out to the car.
Yeah, I think I called you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm out, and he was in the lobby waiting for me.
Yeah.
And and he was so shocked to see me call him right after and I say, I'm going to the bathroom. I can do it on my own. And that was the funny part.
You're all bandaged up, so I felt like I had to. I had to worry about you.
Yeah,
and you kept telling me, I'm fine.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. It's a little lightheaded, but wasn't it enough for people to carry me? I wasn't unconscious or nothing. Yeah. So I just wanted to show everyone that the breast is it's real, and just because our
It's
face
not
is
real.
covered. Wow, it's a real. I'm not an actress. I'm a real. I'm a real person talking to you about how wonderful the breasts are, and how comfortable I am having them with me. And all my friends just couldn't believe it. I shared this experience with them, and then they saw my breasts, they felt my breasts, and they were just like, oh my gosh, this is nothing look like our breasts. And I'm like, yeah, because this is Dr. Kim.
Yeah, they don't look like other
No, not at all.
fake boobs. I mean, they
No.
just don't. They look.
Right. I talk to girls at the gym, we'll talk, and then like we'll compare our boobs, and everybody's just like, oh my god, if you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have guessed. Like,
Yeah, because
those
they
are-
fit your body
Yeah, they
so
fit my body
well.
really well. The perfect size, and yeah, they just look really, really natural. So really,
Yeah.
overall, I'm very happy that I found him, and I put my 100% trust in him, and he didn't let me down.